dealing with people who not only possess any significant competence, whatever it is, but also elementary political culture. If they allow themselves certain statements and even direct insults to those with whom they are trying to agree on something. As for the next refusal to truce for 2 to 3 days on humanitarian grounds, this does not happen for the first time. This does not surprise us, but only convinces that the current Kiev regime does not need peace at all. Peace for it, most likely, means the loss of power, and power for this regime, apparently, is more important than peace and the lives of people whom they apparently do not consider their own. We will discuss all the nuances of this matter with some of our colleagues, and we will talk to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the representatives of the security forces at the next meeting of the Security Council. Now, a few questions on today's topic. I would like to say 2 words about this. The first one is about the North Factory, and this is what I would like to ask. We need to make a decision in due time on the financing of this North Factory. I will not go into details now, but we do this every year, and I would like to ask you to pay special attention to this. We will return to this in the near future. Now I will just limit myself to the topic I have just mentioned. And the second question. I asked Novikov Alexander Valentinovich to report on how the second Caucasian Investment Forum went, given that I have a protocol event scheduled there. I would just like to point out that contracts for 206 billion rubles were signed. And this is almost twice as much as in 2024. I will ask Alexander Valentinovich to report on this in more detail later. Good afternoon, colleagues. Good afternoon. We have another government meeting. We will talk about ensuring technological sovereignty in the field of communication services. But before that, of course, I would like to listen and ask Vladimir Medinsky to share the results of his trip and negotiations in Istanbul. Mr. Medinsky, please.
Mr. President, colleagues, I would like to report that the Istanbul negotiations were held in a bilateral format. The negotiations took place in a TTAT format for more than 3 hours, with the participation of all members of the delegation. The working language was Russian. We handed over our memorandum on peaceful regulation, which consisted of 2 parts. The first part is the terms of the long-term peace treaty. The second part is the terms of the ceasefire. The memorandum is based on the basic principles that you formulated in the Foreign Ministry in June last year. The Ukrainian side promised to study it and provide its comments later. In general, during the negotiations, they confirmed their positions, which are summed up in 2 points. The first is to start with a 30 or